Welcome to Hooray IELTS Speaking Part 2. The topic for this session is clothes and fashion. So we're going to be discussing one particular topic or one particular cue card topic, and we will break it down and analyze and see what kind of topics and what kind of vocabulary you can use to address them. Here is a sample cue card topic. It says, describe someone you know who dresses well. You should say who they are, how do you know them, what kind of clothes they wear, and say why you like the way they dress. Let's break them down and see how you can answer to the best of your ability. The first point is who they are. Now here you could mention maybe one or two people or pick up just one person and talk about that person. There's a sample sentence given to you. It says, I'd like to talk about one of my teachers, Miss Evans. Now if you notice, I've used a contracted form of the word here because in IELTS speaking you can use contracted forms of words, but make sure you don't do this in writing. So introduce the person and what they do. So here it says teacher and Miss Evans, that's her name. How do you know them is the next point. Here of course you must expand your answer. You could give background information as well regarding the person. You must remember one thing though, whenever you're talking about a person or a personality, use adjectives or other words and phrases that describe either their appearances or the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they talk, any words related to that. So it's a good idea to always practice something like this. Now as you can see, the background information mentioned here is she teaches us in college I go to. So it talks about what the person does, at the same time how you have met the person. Moving forward, it also explains the reason as to why you've picked up this person. It says, we always look forward to seeing what she's going to wear when our lessons start. And the why to this particular sentence is mentioned in the next sentence. Why? She's always very well dressed and takes a lot of pride in her appearance. So there are several ways to say this. You could say that she's always immaculately dressed. That's another very good word or phrase that you could use. Or takes time to make her appearance better, or pays attention to the way she dresses. Your next point is what kind of clothes they wear. Now here again expand, give background information further. This is your next point. Here you can say that it's not that she dresses in very smart clothes if you're making a comparison. Now this is just one example. Maybe the person you like could be always well dressed, and then of course you'll have to describe how the person is well dressed further. Here the speaker says that she's dressed in decent clothes and elaborates further by explaining what exactly he or she means by saying not in very smart clothes. It says here she doesn't come to school dressed to kill or anything like that, but what she wears really suits her and she has a great sense of style as well. We often ask her where she gets some of her clothes, and most of the time they're just off the peg. So as you can see, the word just off the peg, the phrase rather, or suits her, dressed to kill, these are all words and phrases that you could use related to clothes and fashion. Just off the peg means fresh off the rack. It further says, and she says she's not interested in designer labels or anything. So this is one example of somebody who is well dressed but not expensively dressed. So when you want to talk about or give comparisons, these are the kind of words that you could use. Finally, you need to say why you like the way this person dresses. So again, explain further and say that she doesn't seem too keen about keeping up with the latest fashion. She just wears clothes that are timeless. Yes, Miss Jennings is the person I think looks great in the clothes she wears. Okay, so here again you can see keeping up with the latest fashion, timeless. Timeless basically means something that is classic or evergreen. So depending on the kind of person you're talking about, use the words and phrases based on that context. Now, some useful vocabulary and expressions related to clothes and fashion are as follows. On the left, you've got words like or phrases like casual clothes, which is basically informal wear. Then you've got other phrases like to be on trend, that means latest fashion trends. Classic style, like I mentioned earlier, evergreen style, designer label, again, which means basically branded or well-known branded clothes. A certain phrase was used in the speaking just now, and it was dressed to kill, which basically means dressed very attractively. If you look at the right side of the column, you've got other words and phrases like to have an eye for fashion. This basically means this particular phrase could actually be used for anything. It basically means to be good at selecting something or to be good at gauging a certain thing. Here in this case it says fashion, so it basically means to have a good fashion sense or to have a keen eye of style. Furthermore, you have phrases like to have a sense of style, to keep up with the latest fashion. Again, to keep up with the latest fashion basically means to use something that is currently in trending or in trend. To have a sense of style basically means somebody who's very particular about wearing clothes stylishly. So you could use this particular phrase. Similarly, you have other phrases like mix and match, off the peg, take prides. Now, some general tips regarding this are as follows. Find an English speaking conversation partner. This will enhance and enable you to become more fluent, because the more you speak, the more you learn. Make sure that when doing so, you are listening as well as speaking. Not only that, you could use a mirror to see how you're pronouncing the words and whether you appear confident or not. Record this conversation, listen to as many songs in English, movies, series. In fact, when you're watching movies or series, switch off the subtitles for the first 5 to 10 minutes, see how many words you can understand, and then try putting them on again and see how many you were able to get. Practice in areas or practice on subjects that are familiar to you at first. Try practicing a lot of phonetic sounds, learn new phrases and idioms, pay attention to stressed sounds. You could also practice different forms of the same word and keep repeating them. You can also pick up a particular vowel sound, make a note of 5 similar sounds and repeat them. Always diversify your speaking subjects once you're comfortable. You could try translating a story or information from your own language into English and practice them aloud. That is the end of this session. Thank you.